Everybody want to be bodybuilder, but nobody wants these heavy ass weights.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 63 of Buckets of Duckets. We are fucking back, people. That's right. We're here. I am Chase Myers. If you don't know, I am one of your co-hosts. I am out here in Seattle, Washington. Every week I talk to, or most weeks, get the fuck off my back. How about that? Most of them weeks, I talk to my best friend and hilarious comedian. He is down in Mandeville, Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my good friend, the one, Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. It's your boy, the Mohawked Meat Castle, the titanium tank of the dirty South, the Mohawked Meat Storm, Josh fucking Watts. It's been a while. We got Hurricane. We're back. But hold on. During the intro, you said your good friend. Last episode and the 61 before that, I was your best friend. You want to let the people in on what's happened now? There's been a drastic change in our relationship.
Nah, I'm just rusty. That's all it is. I just hadn't been on the mic in a little bit. I panicked. I was trying to have a good flow to it. I tell you what, you keep calling me out like that, maybe you are my good friend. I don't know. I mean, I feel like a best friend will let that go and understood that that's not what he meant. He's just a little nervous, like reintroducing himself to his millions of fans. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to turn this mic on and talk to all the people.
And I'm proud. Look. Nobody's more proud of you than me. All right, let's just put that out there. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, buddy. Okay. All right. Do you think they like me? Okay, never mind. Of course they do. Okay, all right.
Of course they do.
Of course. All right. Yeah, man. Every week, me and my best friend sit here. We talk shit, tell stories, the whole thing. If you're watching this on YouTube, what's up? Hit subscribe. Tell a friend, leave a comment, like.
Smash that subscribe button, bro!
Smash
it with your wet dick on the subscribe button.
Just dick. Make it a crime. When you subscribe, make it a crime. Okay?
You got a hard pussy from listening to this podcast? Smash them rock hard labia up against that
right there.
In
button. Decent exposure, right on the keyboard, right there.
Because I tell you
I know you're in Starbucks right now listening to this. Fucking whoop that cooch out. And slap that rock hard bitch on that submit button, and let's get these numbers up.
You plop that granite clit right out onto that subscribe button right fucking now. You put down that hot chai and put your granite clit on that subscribe button.
Oh, podcast people, we missed you. What's up, guys? We are so close to hitting our mark for our advertisement on there. We had this whole time to do it, and we're literally like 3 streams away. So guess what? You gotta listen to my sleepy voice pitching you Anchor again. Okay, that's what happens, and I'm doing it in the middle of this
right now.
Make sure you go to Apple Podcasts, leave a review. Subscribe or follow and whatever. A lot of things changed in the podcast game now. Apple's doing a subscription thing now, and
are they?
Yeah, they got you can either follow them, which is like used to be the old subscribe. Now they're saying follow. But if you subscribe now to certain ones, they'll charge you. It's like whatever each podcast has their own thing. But say it's like $2. Just let me look, I'm just delivering. Josh is furiously shaking his head at the thought of something changing. Nope. I'm
going to tell you what, from day one, I've always said, fuck change. No.
No. Change ain't never did nothing good for nobody. I'll tell you that. I'd say, tell me one thing to change that you like. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, if you hit subscribe now, that there's like a pay thing, and so say a podcast is like, hey, pay $1, then you get the next podcast like a week early or something. So all these journalistic podcasts and all these like storytelling, all the murder podcasts, they're doing that.
You greedy, money hungry shit bugs. You ain't never gonna hear that from Buckets of Duckets. We're not gonna come begging for your fucking money. Good God,
we're
have some goddamn self-respect.
We don't beg for money. We put out buckets, all right? And I come back to collect my ducats.
But do subscribe and send us money.
But do if you could though. I know we went a long way around.
I just found out
it would actually change my life if you subscribe.
Yeah, he would have more than one poster behind him. He could have.
There would be so many posters behind me. Let me address that right quick. So this is a friend of mine. I don't know if you know him. His name is fucking Robin Williams. Okay, that's him right here. And my other good buddy is a man named Richard Pryor, one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
Everybody knows that,
right? They called him mid-act right there. And there's no jokes on this album. This is all just covers.
Beautiful guitar work, though.
These are Johnny Cash covers that Richard Pryor did, and you should listen to him. I was trying to think of not a like real popular Johnny Cash song, but I realized I don't know the deep cuts, so it's Ring of Fire, A Boy Named Sue, or Hurt, or Get the Fuck. I don't care. That's what it is.
Or the one from the movie.
Or that one movie. That's what he's doing there. Do I gotta finish every bit for you people?
Do your own fucking research, you idiot.
But yeah, I took down the old backdrop here, but then I realized I just had like I thought I was gonna do something here, and then I didn't. And then you were like, "Hey, you ready to start recording?" I was like, "Shit, what do I got?" And I just I have these vinyl albums that I don't even have a record player for, so why not stick them on the wall and put my face right in between Robin Williams and Richard Pryor, where it belongs. If you go to comedy clubs, you'll see like there's the headshots of all the greats and stuff, and so it's like it's like Steve Martin, and there's Carlin, there's Robin Williams, and there's this fucking redneck from Louisiana, and then there's Richard Pryor. It's always like that. There he is. Look at that man.
That pic right there. Too. We staple every comedy club I've ever been to. I've autographed and stapled this picture of Chase and I onto the wall.
Yeah, I've never actually performed at those comedy clubs. My headshots.
They throw me out immediately.
I just start hanging my headshots on the wall. I don't know why I've never thought about that. I was like, man, I hope these clubs put my picture on the wall someday. Why the fuck am I waiting? If you want it, go grab it. Okay, just.
A wrestler, I can't remember who it was right now, but a wrestler that was friends with Brody Lee hung his, I think it might have been Dolph Ziggler, hung a picture of him in Gold's Gym. Like he just took a picture of him and hung it in between all the bodybuilder pictures, autographed, and left it there. And it was there for like 2 years before anybody noticed. And Brody Lee took a picture of him in the gym next to it because like, it's fucking funny that it's there,
Yeah.
And then when he took a picture and went viral, people noticed it wasn't supposed to be there and took it down. Chase, hold on. I know how much you love when I get side sponsors, but I got a side sponsor and it's not on it. Alpha Brain. Okay. I can't tell you to take Alpha Brain anymore because they stopped putting money into my bank account. So I don't give a shit if you take it or not. It's probably poison. I wouldn't take it. It'll kill you.
You'll die.
But now I only take Sneak Energy.
What is that? What is that angry bunny on the front of it?
Jace, not only does it have an angry bunny, this flavor is called Stealth. And I paid $25 for 2-day shipping and got it within a month. Obviously, that makes sense. They just stopped answering my customer service emails. I got the flavor Stealth, which is unflavored, and it tastes like somebody's shit in whatever you're drinking.
Okay.
The amount of energy I got was just enough to walk to the bathroom and shit myself. I literally ruined a pair of shorts the other day. I have brand new workout shoes that almost got diarrhea in them. So if that sounds appealing to you, hit up Sneak Energy and you could pay $25 for 2-day shipping and it'll get to you in a little over a month and they can go fuck themselves. Chase, I'm on a fucking rampage. I want to tell you, look, I don't want to hijack the show, but look, Chase, there's been a lot of activity in the neighborhood. We got a lot of neighborhood watts going on.
Bro, I know you've been left to your own devices for all this time, man.
Chase, if I press the record button, it has to be a solid light, not blinking, right?
It does need to be solid. That typically is is what it needs to be. Yeah.
It is now.
Is the numbers on the recorder? Is it time going up? Okay.
It'll match. It's 13 seconds. 13 seconds we've been recording.
Yeah, that's all we've been doing. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's cool.
Well, now
I
we're
just
here
told
for
everybody
the-
to fuck off like 6 times in my intro. I don't know why I miss these people, but apparently not whenever I start talking.
Chase, I have a neighbor that lives around the corner from me, and he has a beautiful blue pit bull named Jeffrey. He has a beautiful blue pit bull. I know he listens to the show, so I might need to. Oh, I think he's gonna know who I never. Hold on. So it's gonna be really funny when I explain to you that I thought leaving his dog's name out would clarify that this isn't him. So
Right.
he has this big dog that he walks on a 16-foot leash, and he has no control over, like a bitch. The dog walks him. It's embarrassing and it's disrespectful. And it's the most beta male shit I've ever seen.
He's gonna let this dog drag you around to wherever.
Never
it wants
seen
to
anything
go?
like it, dude. Why you put on your little fedora with a skull on it too, and go play some World of Warcraft, you weak bitch. His giant dog
stereotypes, you bitch.
I don't blame the dog because he's a dog,
I do.
and so he.
That's
shits
where
in my
I
yard.
start.
Well, hold on. Let me. Hold on. You gonna feel bad?
I know. I'm just doing
He
bits.
shit
I'm
in
just
my yard.
excited.
And I ran down
I'm
there and
just
I grabbed. You just happen to be here.
I just.
I'm just so happy to be here. Honestly,
I just whatever was the first character in the story, I was just gonna go at him. So it just happened to be a dog. But
well, the first time this dog shit in my yard, I ran down, I grabbed the dog by his neck, and I picked him up, and I said, "Why are you shitting in my yard?" And it turns out that dog mentally disabled.
okay.
So you're making fun of a handicapped dog right now. I hope
Oh man, that's what I did. Shit. Man,
Yeah, I didn't do
it.
So all right, I'm
I
looking
should
out
have
my
just
window.
grabbed it by its neck and shook it like you did. And I'm over here.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking monster.
God damn it. I'm trying to do
So-
better, Josh. You know, every day I try to just one foot in front of the other and just stack good days on top of good days. But
Well, that stack just got knocked over because
today's a bad day, Josh. Today.
So this guy's dumb dog. He's walking around, and this dog shits in my yard. And I know this because just like I do every day, midday, I'm just staring out my window full of hate and rage. And
Just-
everyone that lives around, I'm just in the window like this. You
Just-
fucking asshole.
just wishing a motherfucker would.
Somebody drive by, I'm like, "Do you got something to say? Huh? Come back and say it." All right. You live there,
All right,
okay? And I saw
I
this
see
dog
you
shit in
move.
my yard, and I thought, "Oh, this guy's a human being, so he'll take a bag out and pick this up." And he didn't. And I walked out of the door, and I said, "Hey, you forgot this!" And I pointed down, and he flipped me off over his shoulder with his middle finger in what I
okay.
consider a very disrespectful gesture. In some cultures, that could be seen as a challenge, a call to arms, if you will, a battle cry. And he just flipped me off over his shoulder and kept walking, as if I don't know where he lives, and as if I haven't brought his dog back when it's gotten loose 3 or 4 times. Don't blame the dog again. It's a beautiful blue pit bull. Pit bulls get loose, people freak out, and they shoot them all the time. People shoot pit bulls all the time where they're harmed. So every time I see it, even though he's a piece of shit, I make sure his dog. Chase, a storm knocked this guy's fence down, his gate, and he propped it back up, and I'm not shitting you, duct taped the hinges, and couldn't figure out how his dog got out.
Yeah, I don't understand why that didn't work.
It's crazy.
For all my windows in my car, duct tape. Like I use it, it works perfect.
And no 90-pound pit bull could knock it out if you tried. That's
No, that's how I test it. I just grab pit bulls and throw them at my duct tape and see if it sticks. And yeah, I don't know. So I want to do a quick Josh Watts at fault meter here. Like if I could just do an early judgment on what I'm hearing. And so far, I'm not gonna lie, Josh, you have done nothing wrong in this story so far. So far, man, I know. I just want to take a moment to say, as of right now, you have done nothing wrong. A man came by. His dog shit in somebody's yard. He didn't pick up the shit, even if it wasn't in somebody's yard. Even if it was just on site, he's supposed to pick up shit. It's a neighborhood. People live here. He's supposed to do that. Then you ask, hey, can you get this shit out of my yard? Doesn't matter how you ask. Doesn't matter what tone there's shit in your yard. So you get to ask that however you want. You get to yell and do whatever.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and now he slipped you off, which means
Chase, as you have been my best friend for over a decade, and you know exactly how
and
well...
a good friend for the last 3 weeks. So
we're moving along.
So yeah.
So you understand you know exactly how I took that. The second I saw his middle finger come over, I became a supervillain. In my brain, I was like, I'm no longer the good guy. I'm going to burn everything.
I don't want to be the good guy.
I'm going to burn everything he's ever cared about. It's all coming down.
Well, I'm going to take this to the next level and the one after that, too.
I'm going to make this so unnecessarily loud and ridiculous, so much more than needs to be. But Chase, here's what I've been doing, because I'm a spiritual, not religious, spiritual man.
Yeah, I know.
I've been getting in touch. I've been getting in touch with my inner chi and I got a lot of mushrooms. So now when I get really angry, I like to take a day, just take a whole bunch of mushrooms and think on it and see if I'm still angry. And it sounds like a joke, but I am being serious. It's something I try to do instead of letting stuff eat at my soul like it does when I just get filled with rage. I take some mushrooms and psilocybin, which is really good for your brain and makes you just, it's good stuff. So, and then the next day, I'm usually not ever angry about it again. So I did that. And here's the other thing, Chase. Every time I find shit in my front yard, I refuse to clean it up, but I also won't leave it in my front yard, so I kick it into the road. Because if it's my problem that I didn't cause, it could be everybody's problem that I didn't cause. So everybody can be angry about it. And I'm not kidding you. I don't care how ridiculous. I see the shit, I kick it into the street. Your car can run over it. It can hit your dumb kid walking by. I don't care. Not my problem. Not my shit. Shouldn't be in my yard. If I shit in my yard, I'll leave it there. Every single time I've shit in my front yard, I've never kicked it into the street. Ever. Not one time. Not twice.
Right. I do like how quickly it took us to catch our groove again, man. I mean, we are just deep in poop, in poop stories already.
Chase, to let the people in, it's been 3 weeks that I haven't been able to talk to you because there's no way I didn't want to tell you this story.
Yeah.
So I take a day off. I take a trip. I feel real good about it. I think I'm done with it. The next morning, I'll walk out to my mailbox. My new CM Punk Best in the World bumper sticker and t-shirt are in the mailbox. I'm like, hey, it's a good day. And I look down, and I see shit in my front yard again. And I see him walking past with his dog. And I said, hey, Mike, because his name is Mike Simpson, and he's a sack of shit. And I know he listens to this, and he lives on, and he was, I'll beep out that last name, I guess. And he,
no fucking guess.
He was walking a little past me, and I didn't even say anything this time, Chase. I just decided this is violence now. That's all. That's where this goes now. And my wife works in a hospital. I have not told her this story either. So if any of y'all, everybody she works with listens to this, but if you're listening to this and you're working by my wife, don't ever tell her this. I took some of the rubber gloves that she uses for her hospital job, and I went outside, and I picked up the shit in my hand, and I walked around the corner, because he literally lives, I live like from the turn, I live like 3 or 4 houses down from that stop sign. He lives 3 or 4 this way. So I mean, like, and I picked the shit up in my hand. It was still hot. And I walked to his front door, and I knocked on it. And when he opened it, I stuck it into his hand.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So didn't leave it on the welcome mat. This goes directly to, okay.
My plan was, I'm just going to leave it on the welcome mat, or I'll throw it at his door. And then I thought, no, that's cowardly. I want him to know that I did it. And I want to see what he's about. Because now, he opens the door, and I said, hey, man, I got this for you. And he just held his hand out, and I just put a whole bunch of dog shit in his hand. I'm wearing a glove.
What an open man. He was just I bet he has a treat. I bet he has a treat for me. I bet.
Candy.
I bet he brought some candy. I bet my neighbor just wanted. He knew I was having a tough day.
He just knee jerk put his hand out, and so I put a whole bunch of shit in his hand, and it fell. Some of it fell to the floor, and then we just Chase. It felt like 45 seconds where we just stared at each other, and I watched him process what just happened.
Yeah, because it takes a while. It's gonna take a while on that one.
You would be surprised how long it takes your brain to click that a grown man just put warm dog shit into my hand at my own front door. Because I watched it. It was like a good 30 seconds. And then, okay, Chase, here's where it gets really crazy. I have just put a whole bunch of warm dog shit in your hand and am standing 3 feet from you. If you have anything that resembles the slightest hint of balls, you're either going to hit me, you're going to throw it back at me, you're going to do something. This dude looked at me and goes, "I'm sorry."
All right, so he did the math, and he said, "All right, what type of man?"
Just to be clear, I also made sure I wasn't wearing a shirt when I went to his house, for sure.
I knew the shirt was gone.
That's not because I thought my huge muscles would intimidate him, but because when somebody just starts out without a shirt on, it's clear what the implications are clear.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I mean, I see what he did though. I mean, he quickly took it all in. He was like, "This is a man who's angry enough to walk to my front door and knock on." Did you knock or ring a doorbell? What did you?
I knocked and rang the doorbell, Chase. Yeah, I did. And
rang the doorbell. Waited for a second.
And then waited. I walked like a block with warm dog shit in my hand because fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew you were a fucking killer. That's all that was. He knew you were a fucking psychopath.
I feel like that was anyway, I did not expect "I'm sorry" to be his response in any way whatsoever.
I'm surprised he didn't give you his wallet.
He probably would have if I asked. He seemed genuinely affected by it. But Chase, I can't just. So I said, "What are you sorry for?" Because I wanted the man with dog shit in his hand right now to tell me why he was sorry. And he goes, "Come on, man."
I'm already so vulnerable.
Come on, man.
I'm just a man in front of another man with dog poop in his hand. Just wanted to say, man. I'm sorry. Okay.
And when he said, "Come on, man," I felt nothing. I didn't feel any sympathy for him at all. And I was glad he was sitting there with dog shit in his hand. And I said, "If your dog shits in my yard again, and I'm going to bring it back over here every single time." And then he goes, "All right." And then just because I'm a dad and a dick, I said, "Are we clear?" And then instantly, I was like, "All right, that was too far. The dog shit in the hand, knocking on the door, you were all good. You were the hero in this story until right now. This was where it took a turn, and you're no longer the good guy in your own story." And I have seen him several times since. His dog now has a harness. Yes, I do. His dog has a harness, and it has one of the little pouches with the doggy bags on it. And I have seen him pick up shit. I don't even know if it was his dog shit. "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry."
I think he's just preemptively picking up shit. I think he's just...
Chase, I shit in my own front yard and watched him to see if he'd pick it, and he did. He just picked it up in a bag.
He did. What a coward. What a fucking coward.
I have seen him a couple of times, and he does have doggy bags now, but he won't. He doesn't look at me when I talk to him or wave at him anymore. And I did all of this. And you know how, Chase, you've been around me when this stuff has happened. In my head, this is all reasonable. This is what you get. This is what happens. Of course I left my 2 children at home and walked 8 houses down to put warm dog shit in your hand. Because fuck you. You let your dog shit by the mailbox in my front yard where I never go and my children never go either? No. Not on my watch. And it felt so good, Chase.
Yeah.
It felt so fucking good. That was my victory.
Man.
God, it feels good to tell you and to bring you into the story. I've waited weeks to bring you in.
Yeah, I can honestly say that that's something that would never happen to me or anybody else I know. There's no, no. I'm just so glad we know each other, Josh, because I just don't have enough friends that are willing to put. Like, people complain about people not picking up dog shit, but you do something about it, and like
don't
that's
talk
what
about
the
it.
difference is.
Be about it.
Be about it. Get your fucking shirt off. Grab that fucking poop and make a difference. Okay, go
sack up and put that poop in his hand. Look, I'm gonna quote one of my favorite poets of the late 19th, 20th century, Percy Miller. And just let you know that I am always about it. So,
it's the kernel of the motherfucking tank,
dude. I've been listening to a lot of Master P, like old No Limit, and it just Mystical's voice makes me want to fight everybody around me.
Yeah, Mystical. I gotta not be around people whenever. I'll just start putting poop in people's hands. Mystical's playing. Like, I'll do the wildest shit you've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? It is real funny. Like, I get real like proud of like New Orleans rappers or just like Louisiana anything, and it's so funny to like just anytime like like Shake It Fast will come on, I'll stop everybody. I'll be like, he's from New Orleans. It's like 2 hours away from where I grew up. It's kind of like me, so like I know Mystical and stuff. That's real music. Yeah, shake your ass.
Isn't he in jail for rape or something?
Yeah, shut up, okay? I don't say everything that happened bad in your life. Why don't you leave my culture alone?
I don't shit on your dreams, Carla.
Okay, how about that?
Oh man, we've had a lot of incidences in our neighborhood lately. I got to watch 2 people fight in the street again. It wasn't as exciting.
These are 2 different people. This is a different fight. This is not a rematch.
In the last episode, I told you about a teen that beat the shit out of a middle-aged man because he wouldn't shut the hell up. And it was one of the, you walk up to a teenager at a stop sign and start running your mouth, and he gets out and beats you up.
Your neighborhood is just street justice, bro. It just, like
it sounds like it. It's not. It's a whole bunch of bitches that get on Facebook and complain.
I gotta defund the police where you're at, man. Y'all fucking handle your own shit. They don't need anything there. Just
I'm currently in a war
wasting resources
right
in your neighborhood. All right,
there's a lady in my neighborhood. When you leave our neighborhood, it's a wide exit, so people pull up and go this way or go that way. But some people get really angry and think that you should only pull up in the middle, so you can't go. Because if you go to turn right out of there, you block the person that's turning left or something. I don't understand why but some people are very angry about it. And they post in the group a lot about cars turning right out of the neighborhood without stopping or whatever. And so this lady posted in a group that every time she sees it, she goes out of her way to block the driveway so that they can't get around her. Just to show you what a good neighbor she is. She goes out of her way every day to inconvenience everyone behind her. And I know this lady. I see her.
Everybody applauded.
Oh yeah, dude. They were like, "Yeah, that's what I do. If I think somebody's driving over the speed limit, I'll get in front of them and do 10." And I'm like, "Yeah," and you'll get beat the fuck up, or I'll drive around you. Like go for it, I guess. You think I care that you're a 90-year-old woman? That just means you'll fly out of the window easier when I pull you by your neck brace. That's all that means. You can get to it.
That's all that 90 means. That's all that. Congratulations, you're 90.
All 90 means is if you talk shit to me, you get a fast pass to the pearly gates. That's it. You won't have to wait in line past everybody else. I'll put dog shit in your mouth, old man.
Happy birthday.
But this lady, so I see her every morning.
Jesus, Josh.
She's the lady in the HOA that just like constantly posts shit about. She just complains in the Facebook group all the time. So there's nothing I love more than to annoy her when I see her in the neighborhood. Like, I'll stop at the stop signs, but not long enough for her. Just enough to make her mad. Or like, and I always always go around. I don't ever wait behind anybody to turn out. And so one day I'm pulling out of the neighborhood and I recognize this lady because she drives the only green minivan in the neighborhood. And I don't know why I did it. I hit my blinker saying that I was turning right out of the neighborhood. And I watched her scoot all the way over to try to block me from turning right. But she didn't get it far enough. So, dude, I just squeezed around her. Yeah. And she was she was so mad I thought her head was going to explode. And I rolled my window down when I was right even with her. And I went, so close. And then
ooh, does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Around her. And she made a big long Facebook post about me being a dickhead to her about it. And so now it has become a morning routine where she thinks she can block me off. And she does it almost every morning. And dude, the other day she went all the way to the right side. So I went around.
Dude, the pettiness in your neighborhood.
I couldn't go further to the right because she had gone so far. So I went around the left and turned in front of her car and went around her. And I watched her lose her fucking mind again. And she started arguing. I'm never going to comment on the Facebook page. And if I do, I always side with whoever's arguing against me. And she posted a picture of the back of my car. And I was, that fucking asshole, we should try to get that. We should have the HOA kick him out of the neighborhood. And then she was like, I don't think we could do that. But then her husband chimed in and was like, I'll beat the brakes off of him if I ever see him or something like that.
There we go. This always works out well for these people.
That's what I wanted. And I said, you should. And then me and this guy were talking about how he should beat the shit out of me. Just over and over in the messages. And then somebody chimed in with how immature he was being. And then they agreed to meet in the front of the neighborhood and fight. And so I went.
Stir it up.
Dude,
Stir that pot.
I went, and they sure as shit were in the front. In the front, we have like a little barbecue area. And they were in the
fights
front.
And stuff, so that way we
for fighting and Facebook beef.
You can do burgers and Franks, watch a fight. It's a good time.
We got a little octagon made out of wood right there in the front. It's reclaimed wood. It's very nice. So I see them and they start bumping.
It's the HOA approves. It's we keep the grass low over there.
They start bumping chests and arguing, and I'm right there watching.
Close enough to touch chest.
I'm hoping that they fight. Shit. I'm hoping that they fight because they're fighting over me, and I was the one egging it on. So I hope they fight. I got nothing. Zoe's in school. Henry's asleep. I got shit going on. Let's fucking. My best friend is doing podcasts right now. Let's fucking make some neighbors fight. And they start bumping chests and arguing. The woman gets out. The wives start arguing. And right as my alarm goes off to tell me I have to go pick up Zoe, the wife, the woman that always blocks me in the morning, just started swinging. And
the wife started swinging.
Dude, have you ever seen somebody throw a punch that's never thrown a punch before in their entire life?
Yeah. Did she fall over?
She did spin a little bit, but then it was just, I don't know what she was doing. It wasn't even slap fight because she had her fist closed and she was just like swinging over her head. And the other lady like ducked her head back a little bit and then just came in with a punch. But it was the kind of punch that like, oh, she's practiced before because she like stiffened her arm and followed through and came in from the hip. And I watched the lady crumble like a sack of potatoes. And the husband ran over and grabbed her. Here's the thing.
If you've never thrown a punch before, you've probably never been punched before. So, like...
Oh, no. And whenever somebody who's never been punched before gets punched the first time, you get to watch that register on their face. And then the husband started breaking it up, and I had to leave to go get Zoe from school. So I go pick Zoe up and come back and hope they're still going. They're not. And now the area is closed off because...
Because it's a crime scene.
The adults in the neighborhood don't know how to act. Because Chase, I'm going to tell you, and I'm being 100% honest. I was watching them because I thought they would knock each other out, and I had gloves with dog shit in my hands, and I was just going to put dog shit in everybody's hands. I was just gonna put dog shit in everybody's
I was
hand.
on a whole dog shit thing I had going on.
It's my new thing. It's my branding.
Yeah. There will be no dog shit in any lawn. I'll pick it up and put it in a hand.
It's been crazy.
A dog shit in the hand is worth. No, I don't know.
A dog shit in the hand is worth every second that it took. To be able to say that I put dog shit in a man's hand who was 2 feet away from me and he didn't do a fucking thing about it. Even if I know I'm gonna get beat up, you put dog shit in my hand, you getting dog shit on you. One way or the other. Like, I might get beat up, but we both gonna have dog shit on us, I guess.
What I'm worried about with this is that it's made you stronger because you've now.
I'm bulletproof. I can't be touched.
I feel like you were always just pushing a little. Just what if I do this? What happens? Oh, still nothing happens. What if I spit in this fireman's face and tell him he ain't a fucking cop? What if I do that? Oh, nothing happens. All right,
Chase,
cool.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What if I swing a bat at this drone dude that's just droning in my neighborhood? What if I do that? What if I put shit in another grown man's hand? Oh, nothing can happen to me. Yeah, you might be invincible.
Nobody does a fucking thing. They're all sackless cowards. It's unfucking believable. They don't deserve to be in this country that I fought and bled for. And it's a disgrace and frankly disgusting.
Gosh, you putting your huevos on the table in this episode. You've been calling people out for not having balls.
I'm for sure one day I'm going to get knocked the fuck out. It's inevitable. You can't just walk around all your life putting dog shit in somebody's hand and not get knocked out.
Maybe you can. That's Chase, the thing.
I'm fine. Look, I've done this since in high school. I learned if somebody talks a whole bunch, they don't want to fight. And now I've just tested it from then on. And I've lost fight. Look, I thought the guy with the twitch, he had like a, is it Tourette's? I don't want to diagnose him, but he had like a twitch. So I was like, oh, he can't fight because he's got something wrong with him. So let's see what he does. And he beat the shit out of me. So
yeah, it's a quick twitch.
In front of everybody, yeah.
It's a quick twitch.
Yeah, it turns out the twitch has nothing to do, it has no effect on how fast he can punch and how hard he hits. So he beat the shit out of me. Like, that happens. I slapped the tray out of a guy's hand at McDonald's after watching Fight Club to see what would happen. He beat me with a tray. You know? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, but me putting shit in a sackless coward's hand does nothing. Look, I just want this country to grow a fucking backbone. I want these men to be fucking men and to get out there and defend their families. How is he going to look at his girlfriend in the face ever again? Every time he goes to kiss her, she's going to go, he put shit in your hand. You didn't do a fucking thing. You did nothing.
He emasculated you out there. Do you think he told her? Did she see?
There's no way you tell somebody. Right?
Honey, the strangest thing happened to me today.
Hey, he closes the door and turns around with it in his hand. You know what's crazy?
You know how sometimes people leave you candy? Like they knock on the door and you stick your hand out in the streets? I guess some people, they do dog shit. I guess I don't know. But yeah, a man.
That's a really good question now. I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. You don't volunteer that.
Nah. I would tell Michelle if somebody put shit in my hand. That's because we've been together for so long that like we're gonna laugh about it together. I don't know. First of all, you put shit in my hand, I'm gonna fight you. I don't understand. And I was fully prepared. Because when you walk over to a grown man's house and you knock on his door and you step back because you don't want to be disrespectful and be standing right in the door when he opens it, so you back up a few steps in case he has a peephole. He can see you. He can see that you're holding shit in your hand. He's about to put in your hand, and then he still opens the door.
That's just fair. That's just fair. So he knows what he's stepping into. Even playing ground.
If he would have said, "What do you want?" through a ring camera, I would have said, "I want you to open the door so that I can put this warm ball shit into your hand." Can you do that, please? Can you open the door? I fully expected it to be a fight. I didn't think there was any way in hell that you could put I didn't go for a fight, but midway walking over there with warm dog shit in my gloved hand, I was like, this is probably going to result in a fight. Like, this can't end. You're not just going to walk away from this. I fucking skipped away, Chase. I danced and Chase. I got at the end of his driveway and I put shit in your fucking hand, you tactless bitch. Every time I
shitty
see
hand, boy. Look at that old shitty duty ass hand over there.
Oh, duty ass hand. Oh man, he might kill me now. My house might burn down while I'm asleep tonight, but I mean, fuck it. It's been 3 weeks, dude. If he was gonna do anything, he'd have sacked up already.
Jesus, bro. Man, what a way to live his life. Do you think he makes eye contact with anybody? I don't.
No, I don't think so. I don't. After that, you can't. You're legally not allowed to, right? I don't think you can look anybody in the eye after that.
I just remember my grandfather, like, whenever he was like in his late 70s, somebody was like, you know, I grew up in the fucking woods. Like somebody was shooting guns out in the yard or something, like, you know, in the neighborhood, and my grandfather got it in his head that some were coming near his house. And my like 78-year-old grandfather just went over and tried to fight one of my friend's dad, just like a 30-something-year-old man. Just went over, tried punched him in the face, swung the whole thing. Like, just right. My friend that like it was like a dude. I go like the next Monday we went to school. We catch the bus at the same spot because it was just and you it's like, what'd you do this weekend? And he's like, well, I tried to get your grandfather to not slowly beat my dad to death. I guess he was like, dude, we didn't. He was like, we didn't shoot anywhere near your house. Like we were shooting over. I was like, bro, the man said you did. The man fucking said you did. I mean, I explained that to him.
You look at him and go, so you're saying my grandfather's a liar?
I'm sorry.
Tell me. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What? What? Oh, that's funny.
It was funny. I remember he told me, he was like, dude, he was like, I didn't see any of it, right? It was like, I got told
what a bummer. What a bummer to not see that.
I didn't see it. My stepdad told me about it. But just like in a real like fucking daddy's over there trying to fight the neighbor. Like it was like that type thing. But I didn't really.
It's gonna be my kids in the future.
Oh fuck, Dad. He put poop in the wrong hands. Oh shit! All right, everybody knows what to do. We ran drills for this. Everybody grab the machete. Henry, you grab the nunchucks.
Oh shit!
Let's go get Papa. All right, let's go. But no, I didn't sit, so I didn't know what happened. And then whenever he's telling me because our bus, there's no way for it to turn around if it went all the way down both of our roads. So we had to meet in this like middle, we had to walk like half a mile. Ooh, I'm so old, had to walk half a mile to the, but that's what we had to do. So we just meet there, and he's like, yeah. I just the part that I remember, he was like, dude, he was like, it was fun. He was just like, he was throwing punches, but they were just so slow. But he was like, we had to like hold both his arms, like had to just hug him, like to get him to stop.
That's so good though. Fuck yeah, dude.
You
come from a lineage of warriors, bro. You need to be putting shit in people. That kid that laughed at you and asked how you live like this, you should have beat the fuck out of him. Walked down to his apartment and beat up both his parents. That's what
holding him by his foot, just upside down by his foot.
Is this trash belong to you?
Someone left this on my doorway.
Your Pacific Northwest pussy's got an ass whipping coming.
Coming all your way. Yeah, I gotta take more chances, man. That's
holy shit. I would be lying if I said I'm not emboldened when every time I take it a little bit further, nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run into somebody one day that does want to fight. And then I'll get what I want. I'll get a good fight, or I'll get murdered, or whatever. But so far, I had a guy follow me home. God, since this happened, I had a guy follow me home for passing him again. Here's the secret: if you pass somebody on the road and you turn and look in their car as you pass them, it's an insult. Then you're not just passing them;
it's personal. And then, yeah.
He followed me into the neighborhood. And our neighborhood is like a big horseshoe with a bunch of roads in it. And it's almost embarrassing to say, but this happened more than once. And when a car follows me into the neighborhood, I will just circle the outer road until they leave. I don't care. I'll just keep circling it. And we'll drive past the entrance 3 or 4 times, however many times it takes before you leave, because I'm not going to stop at my house while you're following me.
Right.
And dude, I circled the neighborhood 4 times. And this guy pulled up beside me, and he stopped, and he shook his steering wheel like this, and then flipped me off and drove off.
Double birds.
The fact that I've been in that where you're just so angry you don't know what to do, so you just shake shit. He just started shaking his steering wheel. My little brother, when he used to get so mad for me bullying him, he would grab my wrist.
He hated it.
And he would squeeze my wrist and push his forehead against my arm and just go, like, just because he didn't know what else to do. And then I would make fun of him for it.
I have more respect for that dude, though.
Oh, yeah, look, my little brother one day just punched me in the mouth and I stopped making fun of him. That's how that works.
Oh, well, your brother too, but also the like the dude that just drove around, just finally decided fucking I just flip you off and like that, like
he at least needed to let me know how angry he was, even though
he needed to at least look you back in the eye. Like, you not just go look me in the eye. I look you in the eye like that. Okay.
And I just hope he knows the only reason I remember him is because I do a podcast and I need to talk about it. Your content.
And you almost forgot.
Content, bro!
You almost forgot. You were like, oh yeah, this also happened.
And I know right now, wherever he is, he's watching TV with his wife, and he just now turned the TV off, slammed the remote down, and goes, God damn it! He just circled the neighborhood 3 or 4 times! And she's like, Richard, that was a month ago. And he's like, no, fuck him! Fuck him! He was just laughing at me! And all I could do, I just shook the fucking steering wheel! And she says, you're a sackless coward, and that's why we're leaving. And then
that's why I'm leaving you.
Fuck. Yeah, so I'm on a death trip. Like, sooner or later, somebody's gonna get me. I'm gonna get stuck,
Yeah.
Speaking of murder, Henry has a new favorite habit.
Murder?
Dude, okay. During the hurricane, my father-in-law...
Henry's your son, for those that don't know.
My father-in-law has a in-home generator, so we went and stayed at his house.
Mm-hmm.
And Henry's new favorite thing is he will run up and pretend to strangle you. He'll put his hands on your neck and go, until you go, and die. And he will do it to everyone in the room. And then when he's done, he'll look around and he grabs his own neck. And he goes, and then he'll just fall flat on the floor and lay there. It's so fucking funny, and I don't know where he got it from or why. But there's like 20 people in the room, and he'll run over and grab each one by the neck, and, and then they pretend to die. And he murders everybody in the house, and then when everybody's gone, he goes, and then falls and like completely falls down on the floor. It's really cute and hilarious, and a sign of good parenting. Probably.
I like how you're getting out ahead of it. I like how you won't let me get a word in right now. Like, you're talking so fast. You're like, so it's really adorable and cute thing, and everybody loves it. There's nothing to say at all about it, and it probably just shows good leadership that I have as a father, and a lot of famous people, a lot of famous rich people did things like that as a kid. There's actually studies. I could send you a link. I could send you a study of.
I'll send you a link
that you could see.
I'll tag you in the article. I'll tag you in the article.
So but as you can see, so all right, man, it's time to get up out of here. All right, let's go.
All right, it's been good, guys. I didn't realize how crazy it sounds until I told somebody not in my.
Yeah,
family.
It sounds like you're training your son to choke until they die. Until you go until they die, and then you move to the next one, and then whenever all hope is gone, and you realize. Whenever you come to and realize there's 20 dead people around you, dude, you gotta just go out yourself. You got death is your only answer.
Oh, all right. So that is okay. All right. So that is what I was saying. Okay.
Okay. Oh, if that's that's coming across it. No, then absolutely, you're doing well.
Oh shit.
In-home generator, huh?
Yeah, and he doesn't want to keep it now. Because he wants to get a new one, and he wants to give us that one. But, like, I watched how poorly that one was maintained, so I don't.
Oh, a little judgy, huh?
A little judgy. No, we went out there and we were like, he didn't know how to do anything to it. So we're like, I guess you got to put oil in it. So we just put a bunch of oil in it and then turned it on. It was just like white smoke the entire neighborhood. I'm like, all right, that's probably not good.
All right, so I think we made fire. I think it's what we did. Okay, let's all right. So I went back to Louisiana. I was there for the hurricane. I was there. My stepdad, who you've heard me joke about. My stepdad died. He got COVID and he died. And it was horrible. He was on a ventilator for 3 weeks.
I'm so sorry, man.
Thank you, brother. And so I went back home for that. That's why we haven't been doing the show. Because I guess because, you know, why can't things always get worse? While I'm there, we get hit by a hurricane. So I experienced the whole hurricane. That was my Louisiana time down there.
I didn't even think about it being at that same time.
Yeah. So let me just say that. So because I do want to tell stories, and I want to. There's things that happened while I was there that I can definitely joke about, but I can't. Yeah, I gotta at least. I gotta at least pay respect to why I was there, and you know, at least for those of you that were wondering where we've been and what's been going on, just for you guys to know what happened there. And so yeah, I thank you to everybody that reached out, and thank you for all the support. Thank you for everybody that's still been checking up on me. That really means a lot. I love that man a lot. I was very lucky to have 2 fathers. My dad was in my life just as much as Darren was, and man, you know, he was a great man, and you know, I definitely had to be there. I had some. I'll talk generated stuff, but I guess I had some real. I have some really good memories of him as far as with comedy. Like I performed for the first time this past weekend since he passed, and me and Travis do the show in Bellingham, Washington. Every month we do it the first Sunday of the month.
6'9",
6'9", just a good looking dude, just hilarious. And also he just had a Dry Bar special drop. He just his special dropped on Dry Bar. I'm so fucking proud of that dude. Look him up, Travis Nelson on Dry Bar. He's got a couple clips I posted on the YouTube. You can also go to Dry Bar Plus, which is like their app, and do Travis Nelson as promo code. You get like a month free. You can watch all the specials there. Check that shit out. But so he came, Darren came, the one time him and my mom came to visit up here. They came to the show that I do in Bellingham, and they're such like country folk. They didn't give a fuck about Seattle. Like I took them to like Pike Place Market and stuff, and there's just too many people around, and they're like, okay, cool. I guess, you know, we took a light rail and we saw a football stadium. That's cool. We just kept, but
they used to come to all your shows.
Yeah,
your shows.
I was so lucky that they definitely didn't understand comedy, but they knew that
they were so fucking fun and supportive.
Yeah, and they never like they never deterred me from doing it at any point. I've always had support in that way. Not like financially, which that's the way it is. That's what you want. You don't want the family that funds your comedy, because then you're not funny. But at least I want my parents to buy me a house.
If my mom could buy me a Dry Bar special, I'd fucking do it right now.
But yeah, but they came out to visit, and the part that they loved the most was driving 2 hours up to Bellingham, which is like near Canada, and it's just a cool little town, and the show's cool, and he would always like ask me about it. He had this like idea. He wanted to like sell. He was trying to get me to like sell gumbo and jambalaya plates and stuff up there at those shows, because he was like, man, you make so much money. They ain't never ate nothing like that. Like he had like that idea. He's like, there's no place like that up there. Come on, like that was like.
He's probably right too,
and he's absolutely right. No, it's true. And so that was always like his big scheme. I don't know if you guys remember a couple episodes back, I had told a story about how I made a gumbo, and he had I'd FaceTime with him as I made it. And he walked me through it. And I know he was so excited. And I know the reason he was excited was he was thinking this is step one to the plan of selling gumbo at Aslan Brewery, right? but they came to that show. They loved it. They saw that, me and Travis can put on shows where we're selling 80 tickets or whatever to, a cool little ballroom. And they said, that it just like, I know he was really proud of me for that. And then they also like him and my mom, my whole family. I told this story too. They came all the way when I did shows in Little Rock, Arkansas, because I was closest to home. They all came to Little Rock, Arkansas. They all watched 2 or 3 shows that weekend and stuff. Every time I go to these places, I'm gonna have such great memories of him being there, and I'm so lucky for that. I talked about this on stage Sunday in Bellingham. I was at that show, and I cried on stage, Josh. I literally cried on stage. I couldn't. I've made fun of every person that I've ever seen be like, oh, I wasn't gonna do this. I didn't know I was gonna cry, because I kind of thought you could control it, but you couldn't. I just wanted to just mention that, how much he loved that place, and how much it, how much it just meant to me that I was gonna have good memories of him there. And I started crying, man, at the end of my set. And it was definitely, I've never had a more emotional feeling than that on stage. For damn sure. That was up there. That was fucking crazy, man. But R.I.P. Darren Didier. I love you to death, man. So I'm down there, and so there's a hurricane. So we got no electricity. We don't even have fucking water. The fucking water pump, there's like a shed over it. You know how country folk, and it fucking shed gets knocked over. It fucking breaks the pump. So we got to go to like Mama's house with ice chest and fill it up with from the hose water, and use buckets to flush. We got flush buckets, dude. Like we had to, every time I had to think about every shit that I had to take. Like, dude, I really need to. I tried to just make so many go away with my mind. I just tried to just meditate away any shit that I had. So I'm like, I'm not going downstairs and getting a fucking bucket just so I can shit. I shit in the yard. Josh, I shit in the yard. Josh, I went deep.
Your mom's gonna fly all the way up to Seattle.
I know.
Knock on your door and put that in your fucking hands.
I'll listen to that fucking show. I heard what you did. What?
The stairs to your mom's house seem like they're like 8 stories up.
They're 12 feet in the air. It's so high up because it floods there. We lost a house there to a flood years ago. You did too. And and we fucking, so they rebuilt, instead of moving, you moved to Mandeville to high ground.
I got the fuck out of there.
My
they just put their house on fucking stilts.
They said, fuck that, stilts. And they just put that shit 12 feet in the air. And said, all right, God, let's see. You did 8 feet. Can you do 12? And so...
it turns out you probably can if you want to.
I think you can. I really do. I believe I'll do it. So, I had that. And then me and my brother, we're like trying to, it's like, all right, we got to fucking man up now. Now we got to fucking get the generator going for the whole family. All right. What's a fucking generator? Here we go. Okay. And so we got this little generator that we found, and it's just, you literally like plug, cords like into it, and so we're like, all right, so I guess we plugged the refrigerator and a window unit in here, and we sit in the dark and we fucking think about it. And so we did that for a couple days, and just ate variety bags of Doritos or whatever, and like just those chip bags, and it's just snacked it. I came back home to like relive the worst parts of Louisiana. Like I came back for the hurricane experience. Like I had the whole fucking thing. Ooh. And I started working out again, just because like they got AC and I'm gonna fucking shower there. Like I just went like, that was like a move. But so after a while, people's lights started coming back on, but we live so fucking far out in Denham Springs that we were
people don't understand when you do not live in the city or anywhere near a city. It says it's Denham Springs, but you drive past Denham Springs and then just keep going into the woods. It's
It's
not
the
you know,
last.
for-
It's the last part that hasn't been like built on. Like it really is like the last little like country ass part of the town.
It's
Because
so awesome.
Because the rest of it, like Denham Springs, is like Baton Rouge light, and then Baton
Yeah.
Rouge is just like it's for 10. Even where I'm at in the woods,
The worst.
it's 10 minutes away. It's right there. So like
Yeah.
it's it's a weird thing of like growing up like 10 minutes from like a pretty cool city, like a college town, and then also I need I need to
Neighbors are
protect
shooting in the front yard.
yeah. But everybody else in Denham started to get their lights, and we were literally the last 8% of Denham Springs to get our power turned back on.
I got the text from you that was like, we still don't have power. And I had been back home with power for like 3 days. And we're right next to the Lake Pontchartrain. Like, we're right here. You are way the fuck out.
Yeah, dude. They're so out there.
We got really lucky because the in-home generator, and we had to clean out freezers. And me and my father-in-law did not want to be stuck inside with all of the cousins and babies screaming and crying. So I literally, those green egg barbecue things? You ever heard of those? It's like a very expensive smoker.
Yeah.
He has one, and we spent all of the hurricane just putting whatever kind of meat we had thawed out into it, closing it, and then just sitting around it and watching it while it cooked.
Yeah, you know what sucks now is that like, so whenever I was a kid and hurricane would come, first off it was like fun, like it was fun because I was a kid. But when we didn't have TV and shit like that, if you plugged a generator into a TV, you had like a DVD player and DVDs, and you could watch. Shit's all digital now, and so like we even got the TV to come on, and we're like, well, now what the fuck? What do we do? Like,
right?
what do we do with it? And so we don't have internet. We didn't have. So after everybody's power came on, we had a lot of people that were looking out for us. Obviously, they knew what was going on with our situation. And my brother Lane, he's dating this girl that they've been together. I don't know why I said that so dismissive. They've been together for a while. Alexa, I like Alexa. And her dad, just good old boy, and just got a bunch of money and just loves to just help people out and stuff, and he's just, hey, take my truck, what you can use it for what, so he found
Same
out
way my father-in-law is.
Yeah, and so he found out his stuff came back on, so he comes bring over this like a real generator. Just made our generator just feel like a fucking bitch. It felt all bad about itself and stuff. And he's like, "How y'all got this set up?" And we were like, "We just got like the refrigerator and the window unit plugged in." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And so then he showed us. He's like, "Oh,
you fucking idiots!
You fucking idiot!" He's all drunk and shit. Like he's like,
"Yeah, of course he is."
Yeah, he's like, "What?" And he's like, "I'm gonna light this motherfucker up." That's what he kept saying. Like that was his. He's like, no, I'm gonna show you how I do. I'm gonna back it up so that way we don't electrocute the boys when they come to fix the lines and stuff. I'm gonna show you how to do it. He starts his, he's like, "Where's your box?" Fucking smashes another beer. Woo! Light this motherfucker up. I'm like, yeah, man, fucking show us. And so he's like, he makes us. So we gotta like unplug the refrigerator, like the dryer for some reason. They're like the fucking the like suction that goes out there. He's like, fucking get that shit out of there. I don't know why, but he was like, do that. So we're like, yeah, just fucking rip shit out the walls. He like runs, yeah, man, a fucking this drunk redneck said he's gonna light shit up. I know he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
I know he knows exactly what he's doing. So we fucking run this cable through the house, plug it in. So now we got lights everywhere. And so we at least had that for a while. We still, you don't want to run everything because run the generator a little, we're spending, $60 in gas every day, fucking trying to refill, because I will not go a second without electricity. Everybody's like, well, you could turn it off when you sleep. And I'm like, well, how about you fucking eat my asshole? How about that? How about you turn off everything in your house when you sleep? Okay.
We thought the first night or two, we were like, we'll be all right. Michelle and I grew up camping. I was in the military like this. We can handle it. Yeah. Fuck that. Like
fuck out of there. It's 95 degrees and humidity's punching me in the face. Yeah, right. I'm going to sit here and just fucking
night.
Sweat all goddamn night.
Henry had a fever before the hurricane. So then he has a fever and it's like 100 degrees in the house. And he was like, in 3-year-old language, he just stood up, was like, "Nah, fuck it, let's go, let's go."
Had enough.
I'm done. He just freaked out. We took him over and got him in the air conditioning. He just turned 3. He had a birthday like a couple of days ago.
Yeah, happy birthday, Henry.
He got a mohawk and a pair of Jordans.
Dude, he looks so dope.
He knows how to party, bro. I was very unpopular with my family when he first got that haircut, but now everybody loves it because he likes it so much. Dude, he'll stop what he's doing and he goes. If you're listening, he licks his hand and then tries to spike his own mohawk up. It's so fucking cool looking. That dude's gonna put dog shit in somebody's hand one day, and I can't.
Dude, any day now. Oh, he's gonna do it so much sooner than his dad. That's the thing. Like the next generation.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I'm 41. He's gonna do that by the time he's 12, easily.
Easy.
That still reminds me of my favorite comment I've ever seen in that Facebook group, and I think I put it in an episode where these two parents were arguing. And one of them said something about the other one's kids. And the dad said, "No, I already talked to my kids and they don't respect you either." And I think that's the funny. I've never knew you could do that. So I can't wait to tell people that my kids don't respect them either.
Yeah, you can weaponize those kids, bro.
She doesn't respect you. Look at that. Look at that look on her face. That's not respect.
Do you care about this lady? Huh?
Shit.
No?
Travis. Chase. Our boy, Travis Elkins. Travis from Longville.
Yeah.
Who is the nicest human being that's ever lived. I never thought I would say that about him, but he is the nicest person. As a prank, he took me to the second row of Raw one time and got me seats on the second row, and then bought me like $200 worth of John Cena merch as a prank. He sent my son an actual autographed by John Cena kids book, because Cena wrote a kids book. And like there's authenticating everything. He sent it to my son as like a haha joke because I wasn't a big John Cena fan. He's the nicest dude ever.
Whenever he lived here in Seattle, he would pay for me to play golf with him all the time. He would just be, I would be like, he would want to play all the time, and he would just pay for me every time. He would be like, "No."
He's the nicest person ever. He asked me. He's working on a show. He's working on that reality show that Bert Kreischer and Rosario Dawson and Cody Rhodes are on.
Yep.
He just did the lighting for Bert Kreischer's Red Rock show. Like he did the lighting on his cast.
Yeah, if you're a Bert
crazy.
Kreischer fan, which I don't know why you would be, but if you are, no, I'm just playing. By the way, as a prank, Travis brought me to a Bert Kreischer show and bought me backstage passes to fucking meet Bert Kreischer as a fucking goof. So. You know,
fuck you.
That's what he does. If you say you don't like somebody, Travis will buy you a full front row experience to what it is. But here's the thing: I love comedy, and I do respect that Bert has gotten as far as he is. I don't necessarily love all of his shit, but I do. I mean, obviously, he's a great guy. He's a good comic.
Several times, Bert Kreischer can eat shit. That's what you said. You've always
and
said.
I still say that. I can say that and have respect for him filling up a theater. Like I still want to be around people who fill theaters with shit. I mean, but I guess the check still pays the same. So I would just want to know, because I'm going to do it so much better. So at least, let's see how the shitty one did it and just improve upon that. And so, but yeah, Bert broke his arm or some shit, and he's got a cast, and Travis made like a light up cast that like it's like the lights he used from like Stranger Things and stuff.
Yeah.
And because he worked on from the Lovecraft County, he worked on that, and he said he still had some lights from that, and put it on there, and he can like change the patterns and stuff and do all kind of cool shit. Bert's been putting it on like his Instagram stories. And he did a show at Red Rocks, right? I think.
Yeah. Red
Rocks. And flew Travis out to operate the lights on his cast and stuff. And they did like a little promo video for it, and Travis is all in it and stuff, man. He's living a good life right now.
He asked me for pictures of my wrestling collection, and I showed it to him. And he said, "Cody wants to know why you don't have any AEW figures." And I realized that he was showing Cody Rhodes my wrestling collection. And I was like, in my stores down here, I don't see AEW toys. They don't have a lot of them out yet. And if they do, they're not in good shape, or I just haven't gotten a chance to get any of them yet. And then no shit, like, I don't know, 2 weeks later, I got this from, Travis flew Mike Honoré to Atlanta or brought Mike Honoré out to Atlanta for something and gave this to Mike to bring back to me. This is an autographed Cody Rhodes Series 1 action figure. And if you can read that, it says, "To Josh, you're stupid. I hate you. Cody Rhodes." Anybody who knows me knows that "it's stupid, I hate it" is one of my favorite things to say. And this is unbelievably fucking cool. Like, this family of wrestlers has been in my life since I was before, like, forever. This is unbelievably fucking cool. And it's personalized, and even sent it in like the collector case so that the box doesn't get damaged.
Man, that's so fucking cool.
Just did it. That's fucking awesome, man.
You just happen to throw in that part about Mike Honoré. He helped. So Travis is living in Atlanta now because he does lighting on movies, and yeah, he helped Mike get some gigs down in Atlanta and offered his place to stay for while he was working and stuff. Just just a good dude.
When I started doing open mics in 2011 or 2012, 10, whatever it was, I never in my life thought that I would meet at least 3, 4, if you count Morgan, of my best friends in my life. I don't, but if you do, from doing comedy, it's just crazy to me. I used to go to shows to watch Mike because he's always been the funniest person around. So I used to go just to see Mike, and now he's like one of my best friends. I went to a Kate Street show on a weekend that I was going to do another show just to meet Travis, because when we first started, Travis from Longville had a YouTube channel. And when we first started, nobody had a YouTube channel. So when I saw he had YouTube, I was like, oh, he's like a real...
Yeah, that's funny how, like, just those little things early on. Like, oh, fuck, you got a YouTube?
And, like, I went out of my... when he walked into K Street, I, went out of my way to go over and introduce myself to him. And he wasn't in character. And at the time, I didn't know it was a character, and it blew my mind. I couldn't get around it. It was crazy. But just so fucking cool, man. He just mailed that to me. I got him a Hacksaw Jim Duggan autographed 2x4 for his wedding from that show I did. But he just nonstop, man. He got me the John Cena book. Travis Elgin's a good dude. This is fucking awesome. It's personalized. You can't put a price tag on it. If you go on eBay, it's for $350 right now.
Amazing. When I was down in Louisiana, I did the open mic at the station. I didn't know I was gonna do it. I just last second was like, hey, you know what? I can get down there. I didn't tell anybody, and I just showed up.
Nah, dude,
I just showed up. No, come back.
No.
No, I wish you were there, bro. I had no idea. I didn't know if I was even going to be in a funny mindset or whatever. And but yeah, I went and boy, what happened? I got so annoyed, dude. Everybody that I know, the people I love know I love them. But let me talk honestly about the show. The audience is trained to laugh at people fucking up. They don't laugh at an actual joke put together. They laugh at you going, "Oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh shit,
yep. That's hilarious."
And looking at your phone, yeah, and then whenever you come to, you say the wildest, dirtiest shit. And then that might get a laugh.
Shitting in a pussy.
Yeah, and then it was so wow. I just kept telling all the comics I liked. I was like, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here. Oh, by the way, Mike showed up. Mike Honoré showed up. Apparently, he hadn't been at the station. He hadn't been at the station in months, and he just could feel that I was there. So me and him were there.
No, that's really cool that y'all were there. That's real cool. Real cool. I was probably busy doing nothing that night. That's cool. No. I'm glad my friends
I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. If it makes you feel any better, I had no fun.
Well, I've been to the station.
Yeah. No, it was and then I got all pissed because I felt like I wouldn't get enough fucking respect on stage because everybody wasn't blowing me for the first 4 minutes. I did 37 minutes. I just fucking kept going until
the comics don't shut up now. It's all new so they don't watch the show. None of the comics watch the show anymore.
Yeah, it was just interesting. I just kept telling the people that were there, like the comics I liked. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, because you're not learning good habits. Like that's not good habits. If whenever you present like an actual well-formed joke, the audience literally doesn't understand what you did, but they just like to see it. Like the thought that people come to watch you suck. Like
I want every
good.
set to be a fucking fight. I want a fucking fight to get those laughs. You don't understand? Let me break the joke down further for you, you fucking idiots.
A lot of looking off their phones. It was just, I was just having like an old man comic. I was so angry.
Different compared to the open mics in Seattle?
Yeah.
Because in Seattle, with it being so many comics, they don't waste their time, right? They probably get up and they're fucking out there trying to,
Yeah.
And here, there's nothing to get booked on. Like, there's no incentive.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like I understand like why it is, but it's still it was just like shocking. Yeah, I did like a 10-minute set, and for real, for like the first 4 minutes, like they kind of just stared at me. Like I didn't get anything. And then I closed well. But it was like Jesus Christ. I was like I couldn't believe the way that was. And maybe that was just like Seth and them kept telling me that, it's been packed in there a lot, and it was just a weird night. But
Seth
I know how that
and Vaughn
goes.
are liars. The station is a shithole, and everybody that goes there is an idiot.
But it was good to see them. I did like seeing Vaughn and Seth and Mike, and it was and Terrence. I got to talk to Terrence for a little bit. So yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if I'll ever do it again. Maybe I'm done at the station. I'll still drop back in. But that was definitely the vibe of that night, and I definitely wasn't in a great headspace either. So I probably didn't help any of it. But
I'll never not do the station. That's where we first started. If it's there, I'll go. But it's never good.
I'm just spoiled. I just like, because the open mics I do here, this is how spoiled I am, Josh. I only do the comedy club open mics.
Shit.
I don't go to the bar room open mics. So
because they're just lower.
Well, because the comedy club mics are in front of 60 people every time, like 60, 70 people every time, and it's at the club, and and so it's like, it's the best place to work out stuff. And so, I could go and do some type of version of the station there or whatever, but I just don't feel like I get
why?
enough.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I don't feel like I get the same out of it if I could do the other one. So
do you ever go? Be honest. Do you ever go to those mics every once in a while just to remind everybody?
To flex a little bit.
Yeah,
I haven't in a long time, but I've definitely done that. Yeah, for sure, dude. I enjoyed when I first moved here because I had 5 years of doing comedy before I moved to Seattle. I had at least 30, 40 minutes of material, so I was just running through all the mics, just cranking out the best hits, but just going like in between and staring up at the ceiling, so it looked like I was making it up off the top of my head, like I was just some genius, and I was just slinging my big comedy dick around everywhere I went. So yeah. I'll do that. But yeah, there's certain shows that there's a show out here called Local 907 that's a bar room that reminds me of the station, and every now and then I'll go there to kind of get,
because that's probably different comics. That's different comics than you would see. Yeah,
it is.
I'm doing a lot of hand. I'm a hand guy now. I do a lot of hand talking.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I got, let's see, comedy wise, what I got coming up. I canceled everything for September, so I didn't do any shows in September.
Man, I hate to keep talking about it, but like my dad, lost him at the end of July.
Please talk about it.
And to this day, like a week ago, I was making beans and rice, and I took a picture and opened up a text to send it to him.
Yeah.
And oh man. For just that second where you're sending him a text, he's still alive to get it for just, and it never gets easier. I keep thinking today will be easier than yesterday, and it never is because it's just another day. Fuck, sorry, man.
No, man.
It's really good to be back on a podcast and talking to you again, though. But it's been a shitty couple of months for the BOD crew.
Yeah, man, we got hit really fucking hard. But I love you, dude.
I love you too, man. Next week, you know what we're gonna talk about?
Probably somebody shit. Somebody shit their pants. Somebody did a shit somewhere.
Chase, can I talk about the picture, the poster?
Yeah.
For your next show?
Please.
You posted a picture for a show that you have coming up. I'm not gonna name anybody's name or what show. And I haven't verified it with you yet, but I am 95% sure, just based on the picture alone, that one of the guys on these posters is the shitty booty guy that always shits his pants on stage every time he's performed with him.
Okay. So I'll tell you. So I did those shows this past weekend. So I worked with that dude.
And he shit himself, didn't he? He did. That son of a bitch shit himself, didn't he?
So he's not shitty booty boy. But
sure?
I'm not because this is he talks about this on stage. So this is not me like he's a van guy. He's one of those comics that lives in a van.
Fuck
and
yeah, if I didn't have kids, fuck yeah. That's awesome.
So he's doing that. So he's a little dusty, but you know, I don't know if he's shitty booty dirty or not, but he's definitely a little dusty. He got van dust on him. Yeah, but you weren't. Yeah, I mean, you definitely knew something was up with that guy, and that's what it was.
You could tell. You could tell.
You could tell. So you could tell.
Holy shit. All right. I have I'm doing Stone versus Drunk versus Sober this Friday, October 8th. I'm going to go win that for everybody.
Hell yeah, do it for me, man.
What actually happens at Stone versus Drunk versus Sober is I get real high, and then they have really good food truck, and I just eat like 3 burgers on stage while I complain. That's usually how it goes. I'm excited to get on stage again, though. And Chase, how do you feel about shorts on stage?
I mean, I've always disliked it. If you're gimmicky enough, if you're Gabriel Iglesias or whatever, if you're fluffy, I'll let this seems to be like part of it. I'll let that go.
What about
hold on. Now that we're doing outdoor. Let me flush out my shorts. This is a very important thing for comics is where they stand.
They need to hear this.
So now that we're doing more outdoor shows, I understand it a little bit more. If we're literally outdoors, okay, I'll give you the shorts.
Right.
Other than that, not a big fan of it. Especially people pay money to come see you. How about you put on your big boy pants? How about you put full pants on and represent yourself well? I don't want to look at your ankles.
Okay. What about if it's been so long since you've done a show, you don't know where your pants are?
Gotta buy new pants, bro.
How about
Gotta buy
that
new pants.
I for real cannot find. I have one pair of jeans and I don't know where they are. Don't know the last time I wore them. And the show is outside. So I was like, I'll just wear shorts. And then I was like, no. Because if I just wear shorts, I'm just gonna wear flip flops too, and then I'm just gonna get drunk and fight people. And when you're in athletic shorts with a compression liner, you're not there to tell jokes. You're there to get your fucking fight on. You know what I mean? I'm there because these shorts will allow me to roundhouse your fucking unpatriotic face without my balls hanging out. You know? But now I gotta go buy fucking jeans, man. Ugh. And I'm gonna get I want embroidered fleur-de-lis on them. I want the flap to have the button in the back of them. And I want like the white seams on them. I want like the jeans you have to go to Buckle to get.
Yeah.
Every time you see a dude in Buckle jeans, you know he's about to fuck.
They don't let me go in there. Like they walk in and they go, nope, get the fuck out. Ain't no way. You about to buy $140 pair of jeans? That's adorable. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
What are you, 32? Get the fuck out of here.
I walk in there and like, sir, those Crocs, what the? Come on.
Sir.
Come on. Come on. We have mace.
And I do feel threatened.
I did watch a lady get bear maced in a parking lot. I
Jesus.
didn't get to say that story. There's been a lot of there's been a lot of fighting around here in the grocery stores about masks. It has.
Oh yeah. By the way, no. Okay. Let me just say that. Obviously because I was down there because of COVID, I was wearing my mask very aggressively and could not fucking wait for somebody to say something to me, and nobody did. It blew me away. I could have swore y'all had a mask mandate, and I didn't see fucking anybody. All the people at the gym were fucking gross, dude. I went to Planet Fitness. These motherfuckers are leaving their they're taking their mats and just leaving them there. And then new people are just coming by using that mat that was there. And there's just communal mats just laying around and just disgust. I could not fucking believe what I was seeing.
Gross. Yeah, I stopped going. I'm back.
If I told somebody in Seattle that I saw that right now, dude, they would pass out. They would not be able to take.
Well, yeah, but they're also. I mean, they're also very weak.
They're soy boys. Yes, they're full of soy. Yes.
I mean, the slightest bit of creatine, and you could rule that entire state. Everybody knows that.
I show mercy every day. I don't take over Washington State. Okay. Me and Travis, and this man is 6'9". Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
And I know how to work a fucking generator now. So I dare you.
Y'all.
I'll light this bitch up, okay?
Have we talked since about Travis's drawings? Was that on the last episode?
But please do, because he will love this.
Travis does these drawings. Travis Nelson, 6'9", Chase,
my roommate,
does these drawings on Twitter. And he posts the drawings that he makes, and they're all pretty funny. I like all of them. But man, he posted a picture the other day, and it's the creature from the Black Lagoon taking a shit. And he said, hold on, he said that's the only way that he could post it. Like, that was the only way that he could think about the creature without it being scary. Yeah. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you I've told him I'll buy a full-size painting of that. I want that that's the funniest fucking picture I've ever seen. When I was little, I used to watch that movie all the time. And I would have nightmares about the monster constantly. And my mom told me to think of him doing something funny so that you won't be scared of him. And my go-to as a kid was like, have you ever seen Mr. Nanny? The Hulk Hogan classic?
Hogan, yeah. I had that VHS, bro.
I would picture the swamp. Fuck yeah, you did. I would picture the swamp creature in a tutu to try to make it not scary, and it never worked. But the picture of him, he's holding. I'll post it. I'll put it in here.
You're no longer scared of the black. Yeah, no, he's gonna fucking love this.
He's squatting down in the woods, taking a shit. His dick is out, and he's got his hand up like he's trying to block a camera from taking his picture. Chase, the funniest fucking thing I've seen in 2021. Every time I look at it, I laugh. Like, I laugh myself.
Travis got some good ones, man. And Travis knows. He knows you draw dicks. Dicks are funny, and you make him do something embarrassing. He drew.
You didn't have to have the dick in that drawing. It could have just been him squatting over shitting. Didn't need the dick. Dick makes it 100 times funnier.
It's so much better. So he drew like the Mariners like mascot, like the moose, and it's like it's got a fucking, it's like squatted down, but it's got a baseball bat in its ass and its dick's out, and it's
I fucking love it.
And you don't get funnier than that. He drew Medusa, but with
her pubes or snakes.
Pubes and snakes. Like, yeah, he just,
dude. I forgot about the Medusa. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The creature from the Black Lagoon. Travis, if you're a listener, you can hear this. I will pay you to make me a full-size version. That's the funniest fucking thing.
He'll do it, bro.
I've shown it to my family, and they've all laughed because it's like a family thing. And I'm not... Chase, I swear to Christ, if Travis gives me that, I'm going to get it tattooed. I'm getting it tattooed on my arm because that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Josh, Travis is the same person that came to me and said, I have an idea for truck buttholes. And I said, dude, no, there's no fucking way. And he said, if I get truck buttholes, will you be in a sketch about truck buttholes? And within days, he had truck buttholes ready to go. He found somebody. So you're getting that tattoo, Josh. You can't just say that. Like, you're getting that.
Oh. I lost my audio for 1 second.
Okay. You're getting that tattoo is what I just said.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will 100%
Because he will call you on that. He will absolutely send that to you. It will all of that.
For sure. I will get it.
So-
It's going to be part of my sleeve. It's going to be on the inside of my arm. I can't wait. It's the funniest fucking drawing I've seen in forever.
Bro, that's so fun. There's another level to that too, is that so I pay for every subscription thing, whatever. If there's a piece of entertainment that I can fucking get to, I'll pay you $10 a month for it. I don't give a fuck. I give Hulu like a mortgage payment a month for live TV. I pay live TV and they still give me commercials when I watch their fucking Hulu library of stuff. I'm literally paying like $70 a month.
I pay for Hulu. I can only watch it on one TV downstairs. Apple TV is only on my laptop. I pay for it. Peacock is only on the living room TV, but I still pay for it. They just take my money.
Paramount Plus is the surprise winner for me for subscribe. Yeah, because let me sell it to you right quick.
I subscribed and canceled it within an hour because it was nothing but Teen Mom that I found.
All right. Well, here, let me give you some good stuff. So all of Comedy Central stuff is on there. So 20 years worth of Comedy Central Present specials are there. All the old hour specials are there. All the old roasts are there.
I didn't see any Comedy Central. All I saw was MTV. I didn't see Comedy Central.
Yeah, no, Comedy Central's part of it too. So all of their library of shit that we all watched whenever we loved comedy as kids is there. So all the John Oliver stand-up shows on there. All the different so that's there. Also, the greatest, I know that you love 90 Day Fiance and I haven't watched it, so I still haven't watched it despite everything. I'm not as big of a reality show guy, but the one show that does get me is fucking Ink Masters, that tattoo show. I've been in hotels on the road and watching Spike TV. Okay, because that's the only time I've watched it is in a hotel, and I've cranked out seasons just watching them do marathons on there, and all of those are on there as well, and it's like 11 seasons worth, and it's just so great because it's just tattoo dorks yelling at each other doing the reality show thing, and then suddenly it's like, holy fuck, that is one of the most amazing tattoos I've ever seen. Keep that fucking dummy on the show, and they and it's just competitions, and it's just you could just watch. So I've just been lost on that. Me and Travis has been watching those.
Write it in.
So we're on a big tattoo kick. Dave Navarro's there. We don't know why. Sometimes he has very pivotal votes in who moves on, and I just don't get it. I'm like, why is he deciding the tattoo champ?
He has a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah, the other two guys are actually tattooed. I used to watch that show Miami Ink, and one of the Miami Ink dudes is a judge, and then just another guy that I saw on that show is a judge. And so those two actually have like, we're tattoo artists, respected, whatever.
So that makes
sense.
Our
stuff counts. And then the tiebreaker is Dave Navarro. Yeah, it's the wildest shit. But yeah, and it's so stupid because it's just. It's just you just really get to see how I realize tattoo people aren't really that funny. They're not very fun, but they're very competitive. They're great artists, and they're always trying to get alliances. There's always so many alliances on the show. But you're gonna see some of the greatest tattoos. I'm following so many tattoo people now. I'm in the tattoo world.
I'm gonna have to watch that one. I
have one tattoo. I'm in the world now, bro. I'm in the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the tat community.
I have so many tattoos I want to go get more of, but during COVID, everything's so booked up, and I'm like, nervous about it or whatever. I've been watching a reality show called Primal Survivor on Disney.
Fuck, okay.
It's made me think I could do stuff that I know I can't. Like,
okay,
I
like
know
put shit in your neighbor's hand? Yeah.
No. Like, he joins the Minori tribe and does like their, I'm probably mispronouncing that, and does like he goes to all these tribes and does like their rituals for becoming a man or whatever. So it's like these crazy, like you have to chase this goat down and kill it with a rock and then carry it. Like just these insane shit. I'm like, this dude, he's doing this really easy. And then that led me to watching that show Alone. You ever heard of that one?
No.
They just put you in the woods alone and you survive alone. And the show is not so much enjoyable for how well they do. It's for the guys that talk a lot of shit to drop out. Like One dude, like the whole first episode is him talking about how good he's gonna do, and he quit within like an hour.
Oh, I think you told me about that.
No,
actually.
I'm done.
I think you did tell me about that. I think
this.
Yeah, I think you told me about that on the show. Yeah. Just to be clear, there's nothing funny about Ink Masters. You take it serious. That show, that show is not even ironic in any way.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's my favorite reality show somehow.
Holy fuck. All right.
Yeah, man. Let's go. We did it.
We'll get back on a regular schedule now.
Yeah.
I assume for all you shitheads out there. We did get a lot of nice messages since we've been gone. I don't know if you've seen them all or if I shared some of them with you, but thanks everybody. It's nice to know that the duckheads and shitheads that listen to this podcast are good humans and send us nice messages. So thanks, and for that we'll keep giving you this content every week. Straighten your content holes. So
bye.